If you're thinking of starting your own gig in France, you're in for an exciting ride, as this will most certainly be different from what you know. And watch out, because this can have heavy consequences. This is what this video is all about. Gaining clarity on whether or not you have a French liberal profession, a regulated or unregulated one, so that you can understand how they can make your dream to move to France come true as a self-employed professional. Consulting a chartered accountant is still highly recommended. Bonjour, I'm Giga from the blog Expat in France. I help English-speaking expats to move to France and navigate French culture and bureaucracy to build their new French life on their own terms. France categorizes businesses into 6 main types based on their activities, and knowing where your business falls is essential for accounting and immigration purposes. First, there is les commerçants, the traders. This category includes shop, e-commerce, buying and selling tangible goods, and B&B services. Second, there is les artisans, the craft professions. Experts involved in manual activities, building trades, cleaning services and crafting articles of clothing, such as dressmakers and beauticians. And then comes the famous liberal profession. This category covers intellectual services, coaching, consulting, programming, teaching and providing intangible goods. There is also les agriculteurs, the farmers, those engaged in activities such as growing plants or crops, breeding, planting and vineyard. There is also les agents commerciaux, sales representative. These are individuals working under a mandate to represent businesses. So let's dive in and get ready to become a liberal profession in France. French law defines liberal professions as self-employed individuals who regularly provide intellectual, technical or healthcare services while adhering to strict professional code of conduct. These experts play a crucial role in serving clients and the public, leveraging their qualification and ethical principles to deliver top-notch expertise. We've got 2 teams here, the regulated and the non-regulated liberal professions. First, let's see the regulated French liberal professions. These are the VIPs of the self-employed world. They've got legal protection and play by the book, guided by strict ethical guidelines. Their titles are prestigious and protected, given by the state. Prominent regulated liberal professions include medical and paramedical sector with doctors, dentists, midwives, pharmacists and veterinarians, among others. Then comes the legal sector with lawyers, auctioneers, bailiffs, notaries, court clerk and judicial administrators. There are also technical professions with architects, land surveyor and chartered accountants that are among the key experts in this domain. So if you're in this team, the regulated liberal professions in France, make sure that you have the right diploma recognized by the French system. And hey, if your diploma is non-EU, there will be ways to sort it out and have it recognized through the ENIC-NARIC or by obtaining a French or EU diploma. And then comes the unregulated French liberal professions. The unregulated French liberal professions enjoy more freedom and require less supervision. Some professionals in this category do not need specific qualification or administrative authorizations, while others may still be subject to certain regulations. Here are some examples of unregulated liberal profession. It would be consultant, computer programmers, statisticians and designers who provide specialized expertise in various industries. There will be guides, writers, trainers, translators, private teachers, enhancing communication and knowledge exchange. You should know that there are immigration impacts of being a liberal profession in France. Choosing to request the entrepreneur liberal profession visa with a liberal profession activity streamlines the visa process. While you don't need to have your business file reviewed by a specific entity before submitting your visa request, you will still be required to prepare a thorough business plan which the French consulate will review. All this process is detailed in the Dream to Reality course and even includes a business plan framework template meeting the French consulate expectations. More information on this program via the link in the description below. Now, what are the legal and tax status of the French liberal professionals? The freedom of being self-employed in France also comes with obligations and responsibilities. Navigating the legal and tax aspects is paramount for French liberal professionals. Unregulated profession can opt for the micro-entrepreneur status, even though it might not always be the best for you, benefiting from simplified tax and social security contribution if their annual turnover remains under a certain threshold. However, highly regulated activities such as notaries, doctors, accountants and lawyers are ineligible for the micro-entrepreneur status. An alternative is the régime de la déclaration contrôlée or the régime réel. Under this system, taxes and social security contributions are based on the actual profit, whether operating as a sole trader or a limited company. To set up a liberal profession once in France, the main step will include first open a French bank account. I've got a video on this up there. Then registering a French liberal profession through URSSAF, the French social contribution collector. You should consider seeking assistance from a business consultant or an accountant for registration and tax regime options. Then ensure that your health coverage and pension insurance is correctly done through the CPAM, la Caisse Primaire d'Assurance Maladie. There is also another video on this topic right here. The previously called RSI, SSI and CIPAV that were specific to some liberal professions have been suppressed since 2018 and 2020. Now there are also steps that mainly apply to regulated professions. It would be to register with your professional association, which are institutions that bring together all the members of a given profession. They are found in regulated professions such as lawyers, doctors, nurses, etc. Their role is to regulate the profession and represent it, particularly in dealing with the public authorities. Membership of your profession's professional body is compulsory. You will need to be a member in order to practice your profession and pay the associated contributions. Then you should also register with the pension fund of your profession. Pensions for self-employed in France as liberal professions are insured by the CNA VPL, which stands for Caisse nationale de l'assurance vieillesse des professions libérales, which itself is divided into 10 sections according to the branch of activity. You will find the list here to help you figure out the one for you. Note that lawyers also have their own independent fund, the CNBF. Most regulated liberal professions should join an AGA, Association de Gestion Agréée. Membership of an approved management body is not compulsory but entitles you to certain tax benefits. An approved management center is an organization whose purpose is to provide industrial, commercial, craft and agricultural businesses with technical assistance in managing, preventing the economic and financial difficulties of their members, tax assistance, prevention and training. Knowing what type of activity you have with regards to the French administration categories is essential to set up yourself for success in France. I hope this video will help you to determine whether or not you have a liberal profession and the resulting administrative procedures. And if you need assistance to request one of the 5 sponsor-free visas, you can check out the Dream to Reality course via the link in the description below. Thank you for watching. Merci.